Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the Studio Frozen Star Podcast, or whatever the fuck we're doing.
That's what we're calling it?
No. This is the first episode. We can call it whatever the fuck we want later.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so this is pretty much just a little thing where we just get to talk about whatever we want for whatever amount of time because we're bored. And so that we have something to upload. Because this takes very little memory and people might be interested in listening. I always know that I enjoy listening to a podcast when I'm bored. Just for something in the background when I'm working on a project or something.
And that sounds like a bitch thing to put in there. Like, no joke.
God.
Oh yeah, I like to listen to people talk while I'm working on a project. I don't need concentration face.
Yeah. You don't need to look at the screen, man. We're just talking.
No, it's just like I'm trying to make sure that my voice is loud enough because
all you need to do is talk, bruh.
Bruh.
All you need to do, bruh. Bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh. I'm a young, educated Jostar.
Bruh.
I practice my ripple.
What does that even mean?
It's a technique that they use called the ripple. Made to kill vampires. Or glampires, or whatever you want to call it. Twilight. I can make a book explode like Gambit.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Why are you being a hater, though? You're being a hater.
Because if you could, then I wouldn't allow you in my room where we have, like...
I said I can. That doesn't mean I'm just going to go around to a library and be like, hey, yo, bitch, I can make your books explode. Check this shit out. Boom. So you're going to pay for that, sir? Oh, fuck that.
So, today is March 25th, so this is the week of March 21st? Yeah, that's how things go.
Isn't Easter this weekend?
Yeah, I think. Maybe?
Yeah, it's Sunday. Sunday, Easter. It's like the last Sunday in March. You know, I was always under the impression that Easter was the first Sunday in April. That's what I always thought. And I was like, hey, I just only care about it so I can get some free money.
I like my grandmother makes amazing deviled eggs.
I don't even eat deviled eggs. It's like, what is just boiled eggs with paint on them, right?
No. That's not deviled eggs at all. That's called color. That's called painting your eggs. Deviled eggs is when you like take a hard-boiled egg and you like cut them in half after you de-shell them, and then you take the yellow yolk, right? And then you mix it up with like some mayonnaise and a relish in order to make like a little whipping, like a little cream sauce, and then you put it in the opening that you have left from the egg whites.
That sounds like it's a really small thing to eat. Maybe it's like a snack or some shit.
Yeah, but it's an hors d'oeuvre.
Can I have pie during Easter?
If somebody brings it, yeah.
I'm gonna make a damn pie.
At the same damn
cheesecake pie.
Cheesecake pizza.
That just sounds like cheesecake.
It's like you take a piece of cheesecake and then you take a piece of pizza, right? Then you put the piece of pizza or the piece of cheesecake on top of that pizza, and then you take a bite.
Can I melt it?
No.
A little bit?
You can't melt cheesecake. What are you thinking?
You can melt cheesecake. It's a solid.
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm saying it's not allowed. Not that you can't do it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Can I have melted socks?
Yeah, melting socks. The fuck are you talking about, bro?
Melting socks.
Yeah, we're already like barely 5 minutes into this, and we're just talking about random shit.
You mean random shit? I mean, isn't that Batman versus Superman?
Oh shit! You want to talk about
shade.
That? You want to talk about that? That could be a good topic.
All I got to say about that movie is if you watched any of the previous Batman movies, or you have a set view on what Batman is to you, you know, spoiler alert. Batman is a killer in this movie, and then, you know, you don't want to see this movie because it's basically emo Avengers with only 3 superheroes. Everybody's so depressive. It's like DC took the shit and was like, oh man, I want it to be the complete opposite of Marvel's success. I want darkness, everybody, darkness, dark magic everywhere.
Goddamn.
And it's like, I was like, they start to move off when they want to show a nigga Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed, and I'm like, why do I care? We've seen this like 100,000 times at this point. It's like, that's what they get for switching Batmans 24/7.
It is.
Just the same thing with Spider-Man. They keep switching Spider-Mans too. And for some reason, he keeps getting younger.
He does, doesn't he?
It's like, oh man, he graduated college. Oh man, this dude's in high school. Oh man, he's a freshman.
Oh man, he's a 3-year-old now.
He's an amazing Spider-Ham.
He's the amazing spider fetus.
No! Woo!
Goddamn.
It's like, everybody was like, so how come you always want to talk shit about comic books? I'm like, because they're inconsistent.
Yeah.
Comic books are inconsistent, bro.
You said that he's supposed to be like a freshman in the Civil War?
Yeah, in this new movie.
He's fighting against... He's
like 15.
He's fighting against grown-ass men.
I mean, I guess it's because he's got superpowers. There's like half the people in Civil War don't even have powers in this movie. It's like, we've got Bucky, Cap, Iron Man, Rhodey, Black Panther, and Falcon.
They're
and
all
Hawkeye,
grown-ass men.
And not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow. I'm like, all those bitches don't have powers. We literally got, like, what? The Vision and Scarlet Witch as our characters with superpowers in this movie.
Mm-hmm. And we don't even know if Spider-Man is actually going to have his powers. Because you said earlier,
the guy was talking about how his suit was going to be all technical and stuff before the thing came out.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming that maybe his suit has something to do with his abilities. Unless, they're going to tell us the whole Spider-Man origin story in the very beginning of this movie. Which I hope he's important in the movie.
I mean, it's Captain America. I doubt that they're going to give a whole origin story for Spider-Man.
It's Captain America. I doubt that Black Widow is going to be a main character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was in the same amount of the movie as he was at that point.
But still, we got a full list of all the movies that are coming in till like 2020. Oh man, close to the end of 2020, we have fucking Cyborg. Oh, I don't even think they even started like filming. It's 4 years in the future.
I don't know. Maybe they have. Maybe they're just doing all the animated stuff and editing.
True, but who are they casting as Cyborg?
They showed this light-skinned black dude. He's in the Batman vs Superman movie. I don't remember his name though.
We can actually look that up because we're not filming anything, so we can actually go online because this is a podcast. This is the fantastic thing about podcasts. When we don't know what to talk about and we need to think about something, we can look it up.
Yeah, I don't know that nigga's name.
Cyborg actor. Ray Fisher? Wait a minute. What? Cyborg was played by a girl?
I guess that's a voice actress, yeah.
Damn.
A white girl at that.
Yeah, Taylor Parks voiced him played by Taylor Parks in Justice League Gods and Monsters. But yeah.
That's the dude right there.
Yeah, Ray Fisher. Michael B. Jordan was in Justice League Flashpoint Paradox. My dad was watching that the other day.
I couldn't stand Flashpoint, bruh. They let Wonder Woman kill Shazam.
Really?
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Let's see. Okay, what else has he been in?
Ray Fisher?
Yeah, he's doing Cyborg, the Good, the Bad, and the Confused.
I think that's literally all he's been in.
What?
I think he's a new, upcoming actor. One of those.
So he's pretty much just going to be affiliated as Cyborg, I guess, for now on.
Yeah. Pretty much how, nobody cares about what any of Robert Downey Jr.'s roles are except for Iron Man now.
And, Ryan Reynolds is now officially Deadpool.
I mean,
not really officially,
everybody wants to put, the entire Ryan Reynolds comparison to Deadpool chart thing, and how they got a shit ton of the same things going on for them.
Well, so did Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. So I guess they're destined to play these characters. Hey, if you haven't seen Daredevil though, you might want to get on that. Daredevil is like the best comic book TV show ever.
Oh, the TV show.
Yeah.
I heard that the movie wasn't that really.
The movie was ass.
Yeah.
The Netflix original series, however, bro, my boy Punisher was in there. At first, though, when I saw him, the first thing that came to mind, I was like, are they having a Walking Dead crossover?
Holy shit.
Because, you know, it's the dude who plays Shane as the Punisher.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
But he put in, like, so much fucking work. His body count is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Bodies.
But,
Bodies everywhere.
You've been doing a lot of work in this past week. Have you been able to Have you been able to play any video games?
I played Pokken Tournament.
Oh yeah, Pokken Tournament. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Pokken Tournament is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Yeah, last week you brought over that we didn't record because we were playing that pretty much the entire time we were together. We both play a lot of fighting games. You play it more professionally than I have, but I do it online sometimes, and I like to feel like I'm a professional whenever I go
I can do for glory.
But I have to say, I literally own like 8 different fighting games, and that is the most balanced fighting game I have played in my life. Like, the only thing that I have seen that it's unbalanced has been that infinite combo that Mewtwo can do with his Miracle Eye and that DNA Tornado thing.
I actually haven't seen that combo.
Someone did a video of that. We won't be telling the name of the person, just because we don't want to give free promotion. But we'll just be turning off the volume for it, hopefully.
Oh, wait. Okay, I know what you're talking about. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now.
Alright.
That's Shadow Mewtwo, though.
Yeah. I mean, Shadow Mewtwo has the lowest health pool, and he does a good amount of damage, but he also has a good thing.
The thing is, though, his moves hurt him as well.
Yeah.
He hurts himself.
The biggest thing that I see about this being broken is that at the same time, you have to get hit by it. When you can, when you're fighting a Shadow Mewtwo, you automatically can just start moving around. Like a lot of
I don't think that would actually work in a regular fight. In a regular fight, after a certain amount of hits, you'd automatically get shot into a different phase.
True.
This is like training mode. So in training mode, you can stick it in a phase. So it will change phases originally.
No, because here the guy already tells you that because you're guarding. If you're guarding it, which makes it the infinite, that you won't.
That's the thing.
Yeah, you won't change into a phase. So either you have to get hit by the full thing, taking a lot of your health back down, or I would say if you
wanted to beat that out, you shield cancel with a counter.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you can counter out a shield, and it would eat that up, and you wouldn't take any damage, and you'd be able to hit him back. I also look at his HP every time he does it.
Yeah.
He's killing himself faster than he's killing the opponent.
Yeah. So pretty much, if you get your own health down to half, then you can. I think that's a good point for you to actually tank the actual attack, so that he doesn't get into the infinite much longer, and you change phases, and then you can pretty much kill him in 3 hits.
I would force him to do that until he was at a certain amount, and I just kill him with a counter.
Mm-hmm. But also, the thing is that this is also if you get caught by it. If you're a lot of the characters, if you're just if you use the side Y, they're sidewise in the field phase, then you'll be
fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Chandelures has a pretty nice one.
And Suicune would just get out of it with the ribbons.
Yeah, Gardevoir has the shield. And then Pikachu's side Y is probably one of the best ones because he literally jumps forward.
Pikachu is crazy.
Yeah.
Pikachu is a monster. You know,
they're all monsters, though? Dude.
Freaking Machamp. Have anybody seen Machamp damage? Oh, goodness.
Shit.
He JoJo Bizarre Adventures you. It's terrible.
He JoJo Bizarre Adventures you and then suplexes.
Suplex City. But yeah, I'm sorry. Pokken Tournament is one of the funnest games ever. And unlike Street Fighter V, punishes people who rage quit appropriately also. Doesn't wait, a while to do it. All of its content is there. It's actually got a completed story mode. It's got its own version of a little of an arcade that you can do. So you can train with everything. The practice and tutorials are fully in-depth. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of stages that you can choose from. Yeah. And they actually do have some major differences that I've experimented with, such as the locations of power-ups on the stages, every stage has like certain speculations and things you have to do on the stage to make certain things happen in the stage.
Right. I have heard that the story mode is ass because it's just boring as hell.
Oh, well, it's a fighting game. Most fighting games aren't story. Pokemon in particular, as a whole, isn't story-based mostly. Mm-hmm. Most people aren't playing Pokemon to be like, oh yeah, check out this amazing story. Granted, we will admit that there have been a few Pokemon games that have had a really good story.
A lot of the main story Pokemon games have had amazing stories.
I consider those mediocre at best because most of them are the same. In my opinion, it's basically gathering that legendary Pokemon on the cover to do some catastrophic damage, and then you coming around and either choosing to just beat it or capture that thing. Now, Emerald or Oris, I would say, took it a step further with the whole meteorite thing. The whole, what was that thing called? Delta Saga?
The Delta episode, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And then I liked Black and White too. Yeah. With the whole using Kyurem to freeze over actual places on the map. Yeah. And actually changing the geography of the game that you were playing in. Yeah. And the bad guys actually felt like good guys.
Yeah, but I do have to say X and Y was probably the most, like, they took it up a notch because the team was literally, even though the team was stupid, their goal was to harness the energies of life and death itself to destroy all life on Earth.
Yeah, to make it beautiful.
Yeah, like their reasoning is terrible, but that is like probably the most dark they've gone.
Their team name was dumb too. It's like they call it Team Flare. There's like most of them use like the same fire. They have the sad syndrome of Team Magma. How you would fight Team Aqua and you would see like a bunch of different water types because those games were filled with them. But Team Magma, you would see like a Houndour, or no, not a Houndour. You see like a Poochyena and a Mightyena, and then you see like a Slugma or Magcargo.
Numel, and then Numel. I fucking love Nummels. I don't know why.
Like the leaders would be using like Camerupt. And I was like, that's it, because it's like you only got like 2 fire types.
To be fair, the leaders actually had the exact same Pokemon except for their signature Pokemon, which was Sharpedo and Camerupt, respectively.
I'm not really a fan of Camerupt or Sharpedo, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I also don't want any more fire/water teams. That's my kind of fear with Sun and Moon right now.
Oh yeah, but
Sun is clearly going to be a fire Pokemon. Moon, however, could most likely be a psychic or a fairy Pokemon.
It could be psychic, fairy, or even dark.
Or water.
Or even dark.
Yeah, so it could really be any of those.
Or even rock.
Moon has a lot of potential to be something. It's more than likely going to be dual type. Yeah. But from what it looks like, with those possibilities floating around the air, it could be like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. How, Ho-Oh for Heart Gold and then Lugia for Soul Silver. Because it's just like, it's clear that Sun is going to be a fire type. Yeah, that's a given. Just like how Groudon turns into a fire type in his primal form.
Yeah, and there has been no upcoming news on these. They've been doing a lot of Pokken stuff. There's been a lot of there's been some Pokemon Go shit.
Oh, but Pokemon Go.
Yeah, there hasn't been much news other than those games so far.
And it's like the names alone though, they kind of scared me because it's like I have this sad feeling that I just know I'm gonna have to go with Pokemon Moon when I pick the two. And you know, for me specifically, other people would look at like what makes the two different. For me specifically, I pick it based on the legendary of the cover. For X and Y, I picked Y because Evital or Yvetal, or however you say his name, looked way cooler than Xerneas. Xerneas is a deer.
Alright. So
Evital shoots a laser.
This is actually something that I was linked to a couple weeks ago when we were talking about Sun and Moon and possible and like how this is gonna be like leak season. That's gonna be full of fake leaks.
Everybody's gonna throw leaks all over the place.
I got a little article from Smogon that I'll post down in the description where this is for X and Y, where it's straight from the playground. So we're just gonna list off some of these facts here. So these are by well, they pretty much it's if you went to like a playground and you're talking to some of the kids there and you're asking the kids are like, my dad was for Nintendo, so I know all this stuff about the upcoming game pretty much.
Yeah, the dude who has fake sources basically.
Yeah. So what we got here is Finnegan's final evolution will be firefighting. Additionally, Froakie's and Chesten's final evolutions will also be firefighting type.
Firefighting?
Yeah.
They're all going to be firefighting? What the fuck?
Later in the game, you visit Moss Deep City. If you have 6 stars on your trader card, you can go into space with the Moss Deep Space Shuttle and catch Darkrai.
That's never happened.
Yeah, but that's...
And wouldn't you go to get Cresselia in space?
You're more likely to get Deoxys.
Yeah,
but
Cresselia or
Deoxys. You already can't get that because in order to get one of the trainer stars on your card, you have to have all the Pokemon anyways. So that's already thing. There's a new move called God Kill. To get it, you have to find the Azure Flute and fight Arceus. You must command your Pokemon to KO Arceus while you throw a lure ball at it. If you catch it, show the dead Arceus to the lady that teaches you Draco Meteor.
Wait, she will teach you. This whole thing doesn't make any sense. You can't kill a Pokemon and then capture it.
Dude,
that's not how Pokemon works.
Remember, this is from a fucking playground. These are like from 6 and 7-year-olds, bruh. You got to think about that.
I would say Arceus personally. It sounds cooler.
Alright, so if you catch Arceus without KOing it at the same time,
he kicks you in the Arceus.
Deoxys will show up after you catch it and break the Pokeball. It then kills Arceus and infects Arceus' body, making Deoxys Arceus form. It comes knowing Hydro Pump, Thunder, Fire Blast, and a new move called Werewolf Blast.
Why Werewolf Blast? Specifically of all things, you said, I'm going to turn it into a werewolf.
You can now buy Super Pokeballs. Super Pokeballs allow you to steal Pokemon from trainers.
What the fuck?
However, you need to trade in 4 Mews for each for 1. They can also only be bought at a secret store that is unveiled on your map after completing the Pokédex, including shiny forms.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah. Pokemon walk outside the Pokeballs again, like in Heart Gold Soul Silver. However, if you run in with the same Pokemon in the active spot for too long, the Pokemon will become wild again, then chase after you and try to eat you.
That sounds dumb too.
Bruh. Oh, as we've recently learned, the games will feature the long speculated Fairy type. The resistances sync up with the widely spread leaks. Additionally, another new type will be introduced, the Super Fire type. Super Fire type Pokemon hit all Pokemon for super effective damage and are immune to all other types. The Charmander line are all now Super Fire types. Bruh, somebody has favoritism.
Specifically for Charmander.
Eevee evolves into Sylveon when the player is mistreated by his or her babysitter.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Kids are so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are ridiculous.
Alright, to be fair, this one actually was alright just because of the first one, but then the second one are a bit stupid. So there will be a new Pokemon called Inkay that has multiple evolutions a la Eevee. The evolutions depend on physically doing things with your 3DS while it evolves. Inkay will evolve into Malamar, the Psychic Dark type, when it levels up when holding your 3DS upside down.
Isn't that actual effect?
Yeah, that is how it does it. But here's the other two. Inkay will evolve into Skylamar, the Psychic Flying type, when it levels up while you're throwing your 3DS in the air.
Okay.
And then Inkay will evolve into Sinlamar, the Psychic Fire type, when you level up while your 3DS is on fire.
How? How? Oh, mommy, I need a flamethrower. Why? I want my Silmar.
God damn.
I'm a Pyro Fox.
All right. All right. The first.
My name's Pyro Dash.
All right. God damn.
Pyro
The
Dash.
first gym is Bug. The second is Fairy. The fourth is Fighting. The fifth gym is Water Ground to celebrate the inclusion of dual type attacks like Muddy Water and Mud Sport. The gym leaders are conjoined twins. God damn.
Since when was Mud Sport a dual type mode? Are there even...
Mario is now a Pokemon. To unlock him, you need to first beat the Elite Four 100 times with your starter alone. Then, before your 101st Elite Four battle, release your starter and catch a Magikarp. Name it Mario. Beat the Elite Four with it. Mario should be in your PC's 16th box. Additionally, this also unlocks Magikarp as a playable character in Super Mario 3D Land. I'm sorry, that is too much. That's a bit too much, bro.
That sounds like, oh man, check out this country code for Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Go-Goat has an evolution by the name of Go-Goat Fast. It resembles,
what kind of evolution name is that?
It resembles a more muscular, intimidating Go-Goat. Like Go-Goat Fast can escort players around Lumio City, but it's faster, more fuel efficient, and comes with air conditioning and jumbo cup holders. The 100% Pokemon Catch button combo has changed from B plus down to XLR select right home. You also need to flick the 3D switch up and down repeatedly. Did you ever have that little combo that has something to do to feel like you had a better chance of catching your Pokemon?
I would rotate the analog stick in the direction that the ball was shaking. And then on the last one, I would rotate it in a full circle. And whenever I did that, I always caught the Pokemon.
What I would do is I would throw the Pokeball when it would close, I would hit the A button, and then every time it flashed, I would hit the A button again. And for some reason, it felt like it always worked if I did it on time.
Like, that just felt like something that would work, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
And now this analog stick is so much easier.
Oh, but we all know that it's not real, but it just
when it was in the DS version,
it makes
the regular one.
I
would tap it in the direction that it was shaking on the
touchscreen.
No, on the D-pad.
Oh.
I would move it to the left, tap to the right, tap to the left, and to the right hand at the end.
All right, Blast Burn is now a 100% accurate one-hit KO attack.
What the fuck?
When I asked if Frenzy Plant and Hydro Cannon would receive the same treatment, he replied with no because water and grass types are dumb.
Wow, somebody really has a favorite. Favoritism for
how about this? Charizard receives a new evolution called Char X Zone. He described the evolution as a big dragon with a lot of laser beams. When I asked him to elaborate, he explained it has a laser beam on its back, laser beams for hands, a laser beam for a tongue, and laser beams for teeth.
Well, he got the Char and X right, I guess. He did get a new evolution.
Pokemon are now more powerful the more awesome their names are. Jeffrey Klein's Pokemon named Boob and Fart are the most powerful. Holy shit, Bram. This is coming from the mind of...
Someone's in the playground talking about boobs?
Bruh, you haven't seen this? You haven't seen these kids lately?
Oh yeah, I saw dry humping when I went to the
fucking middle school. In middle school, people were finding condoms, used condoms in the bathrooms, in our middle school, and we didn't even have a bad middle school either. It was just like regular.
It sounds pretty bad to me, but you know.
Yeah. If you hold a piece of paper over your 3DS for an hour with the 3D on while it's showing a Pokemon summary screen, the paper will turn into a Pokemon card.
What the fuck? Shut up.
Shut up. Mewtwo has...
It's like changing the entire... What are you changing to cardstock paper?
Yeah. Mewtwo has two new forms. The first form is the Awakened...
That's right.
The first form is the Awakened form we already know about. The second form is Mewtwo's secret nuclear ninja form. According to Jeffrey, you need to trade your Mewtwo over to him since he's the only one who knows how to do it. Additionally, he mentions that it doesn't always work and that sometimes the Mewtwo has to stay on his game cartridge or it will die.
Since when did Pokemon die?
Lavender Town.
No, I mean, like, you actually see them die yourself.
You killed Gary's Raticate in Red and Blue.
I didn't play Red and Blue. How do you know it's actually dead, though?
Because he buried it.
Fuck.
And because he had Eradicate, and then when you fought him again, he didn't have Eradicate.
Because Eradicates are weak. He had to replace that shit. How many Pokemon you put in a PC? You think you're the only one who can use the PC, huh? Huh? You think Gary can't use the PC?
But he has.
Does he not know Stacy?
Stacy. I know Stacy's mom though. Stacy's mom has gotta go. But yeah, he only has 4 Pokemon without that Eradicate though. So why didn't he keep 5 Pokemon in order to try to beat you?
Because he thought he could beat you before.
No, he
He's got 10 badges. Come on, Gary's the best.
10 badges. Have you devolved? Have you devolved into this scenario?
No. Wait. No. Look this up real quick. I want you to see Gary Oak with 10 badges. When he's showing off to Ash. That says Fairy Oak.
God.
This nigga does have 10 badges. That's
10 badges can't do us 8 gyms. Yeah.
Yes, how the fuck did he get 10? Because he's better than you. He already beat the Elite Four and went on the Hoenn region and got 2 badges while he was over there and came back with bitches in his car just so he could show you that he got 10 badges.
Well,
roll up, Ash.
Let's continue. All right. 1 in every 1 million Ditto will be holding an item called the Super Gene Root. If you take this to the Games Museum where you revive Pokemon, the caretaker will revive a Mew.
Okay.
So you need to get 4 of those things in order to get one of those Super Pokeballs.
And that's 1 in a million chance.
Oh, if you use a Water Stone on Shaman in X and Y, it will evolve into Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic is a Rock Steel type for some reason.
Why Water Stone then? Is it because it's blue?
Yeah.
It's blue, guys!
It's blue, so it's gotta be Water Stone.
Sonic can't deal with water. It's blue, guys! Yes. Sonic.
If you can fit Pokemon Yellow into the side slot of the 3DS and play X and Y, your Pikachu and Yellow will become evil and have scabby eyes. He was actually able to provide me with a screenshot, which we can take a look at here.
Bruh, get the fuck out of here.
That's just Pikachu with some glitches around his eyes. That's all. Latios and Latias can now be bred into daycare. They will produce a Manaphy egg when left alone long enough. No.
Isn't that Fee? What Manaphy makes Fion when nothing makes a Manaphy?
Exactly. Giving a level 100 Darkrai a Dusk Stone will evolve it into Super Nightmare Master Darkrai EX. It will then learn World Destroy, God Kill, Universe Shatter, and Shadow Ball. So it has three ridiculous names and then just regular Pokemon.
Why would anybody use anything other than Universe Shatter?
I don't know.
Why does he get 3 special moves? Somebody be dick riding the edgy characters of Pokemon.
Hell yeah.
It's like, oh man, I love me some Tobias, guys. I love Tobias. He's such a good trainer. He uses all legendary Pokemon. I love me some Tobias. He's edgy. He's the Kirito of Pokemon. I love me some red. Let me pick up a Charizard because I love me some red. Trainer red.
If you catch and Staryu, kill 100 Bug-type Pokemon with it, then evolve it into Starmie, Misty will appear and take you to her gym. If you beat her, she will marry you.
Yeah, I might try that one. Psych! Misty ain't my type. Just Sundering ass out of here.
Combustion can now learn Fly if it's level 199. If you fly with it to every city in the Kalos region, then use a rare candy on it, it will evolve into Ho-Oh and immediately learn Superpower. What? What does that have to do with anything?
What the hell is happening?
How does that...
Kids are so dumb.
There are no new fossil Pokemon in X and Y. Liar! Or actually, was there? I don't remember now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, the dinosaur Aurora sword.
Oh yeah, right. Tyrant. Right. However, if you find all the fossils and bring them to the museum in Lumia City, the owner will morph them together into a fossil knight composed of all the other fossil Pokemon. According to Jeffrey, it has Aerodactyl for hands. Okay.
Wait a minute, but he just said there are. He started that off with there are no new fossil. Man, fuck this kid.
If you catch a Pokemon, name it N, then kill a shiny Pokemon with it. N will appear and tell you you're mistreating Pokemon. He then battles you. If you win, you get his hat, which you can sell at a Pokemon to receive 100 Master Balls. If you lose, N turns you into a Pokemon.
What the fuck does he think N is?
I don't know. If you catch Xerneas and Yveltal and have them fight together in a double battle, the evil god Pokemon Satanolos will appear after you win. If you defeat him without losing either of your Pokemon, he will give you the Rainbow Skill, which you can trade into Professor Birch for the Level Machine Plus. This allows your Pokemon to train to level 200. Why is there Professor Birch?
I don't know.
What?
Rainbow Skill is an actual thing, though.
Yeah. Professor Birch. Yeah. Professor Birch is the 3rd gen professor. Why would he be there? He's not in.
I remember they said that you could go to Moss Deep City in this game. Remember?
Yeah. Hydreigon has a new evolution with 4 heads and super cool red eyes. Its signature attack is Dark Beam, which kills your Pokemon forever.
I would spam the fuck out of it.
And the last one, if you've caught every Pokemon and lie in your in-game bed for 20 minutes, then press the home button, you will be warped into the real Pokemon world. Oh.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I say that was a good read.
I say I want to hit a kid.
Child abuse.
To hit a kid. I don't take care of my children. Man, I hate kids.
What are you doing? Trying to audition for Dragon Ball Z?
I don't know. That means I'd have to audition for Super. And Super is trash.
Damn. We're not bringing up trash here though. We already talked some smack in the beginning
about BVS.
Yeah.
Actually, it should just be called BS.
Damn. All right.
Bullshit superhero movie.
What else should we talk about, man?
Vagina.
What?
Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Vagina.
What? What? Huh? What? Yeah.
So, have you played anything new lately?
Not really. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Fates, which is pretty fantastic. It's getting a lot of. I'm putting a lot of hours into it. I'm thinking that out of the $80 or almost $100 I put in because I bought all 3 paths and I bought all the DLC, so that's about $105. But I think I'm going to be putting in a lot of hours into this game to make up for it.
Okay, so did you look into Dark Souls 3 yet?
I have seen some people that have early access of the gameplay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. I'm jealous. I want to be those people. I want to be one of those people.
Now, what's the gameplay looking like?
I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at it until I want to play it myself. Because I beat Demon Souls and I beat Dark Souls 2.
Mechanics or something like that. Different ways to fight. You fight better. Basically, they're we took a number out of the book of Bloodborne on your combat skills, and you actually know how to use the sword now.
God damn. But the thing is that I want to know how if they've actually balanced the different classes so that being a swordsman can be on par as being a mage, so that there isn't one specific choice.
That'll never be the case in Dark Souls. You always want to stay away from getting hit.
But I mean, Demon Souls has it worse. If you're in Demon Souls and you use any type of magic, you're officially scum from what I've seen. Like a guy, well, there was this article on Kotaku of a guy who was live streaming Demon Souls, and just because he chose a class that he starts off with magic, not because he was playing with magic, but because he started off playing as a class that got magic, the guy would continuously keep killing him over and over and over and over and over, and it made him rage quit Demon Souls because he couldn't get anything done because the guy kept killing him.
Oh man, that reminds me of how I had to start over on Dark Souls because I decided to kill the dude, the first one, that dude, the Crestfallen Knight. He was talking a lot of dumb shit, and I was just like, I'm evil as fuck. I kill all the NPCs. I play Skyrim, I kill all the NPCs. Fallout, I kill all them NPCs.
You blew up Megaton, didn't you?
Yes, the fuck I did. And you know what else I did? I saved right before I pressed that button so I could see it happen over and over again. Granted, I made sure I completed all of Moira Brown's quests first. Because that was my waifu. Too bad you couldn't wife her. Actually, you can't wife anybody in Fallout, which kind of sucks in my opinion. Not being able to wife people. It's like, when you finally get a wife in Fallout 4, spoiler alert, that bitch dies in the very beginning of the game.
And you get your baby taken away.
Your babies? My baby's the gun. Gonna have to go kill my own son. I don't have a problem with that though, because I kill everybody. Yeah. But yeah, I attacked the Crestfallen Knight in the beginning of the game. I thought I was the shit. When I beat that giant demon, I was like, this nigga ain't shit. He's just sitting there. I didn't even know he had a sword. he's right next to the bonfire too. So I attacked him. This dude one-hit kills me with a parry.
Damn!
Right? And I come back and I'm like, okay, let me try talking to him instead.
Nope.
And this dude's killing me as soon as I come back to life because he sits right next to the bonfire. And I'm like, oh man, fuck. This dude's about to rape me hard. He did. The only way I got past him on my third playthrough is I walked him off the cliff. Like to get to New Londo, the New Londo ruins or something. It's like you go down this ramp area. There's nothing but a giant ass cliff right there, and I just pushed him off the side.
Damn.
It's the best feeling ever. The absolute best.
Yeah, but
and you know, I also wanted to kill more than 4 kings, so I stayed in the abyss longer than I needed to be.
Damn.
Just so I could kill more than 4 kings. Too bad those bitches still took away all the life bars after I killed 4.
Mm-hmm.
I should have tried to freaking MacGyver one of those niggas. Mm-hmm. Being evil is fun.
Who's your favorite boss in the first Dark Souls?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Like, favorite as in how hardest to fight, or favorite as in like visual appearance? Because it's like, let's be honest, I didn't like fighting any of them in particular, but I did enjoy the Ornstein and Smough fight.
Yeah, that was good.
I liked fighting the Crystal Dragon, the Archduke or whatever, in the Duke Archives or whatever. I liked fighting that. I liked fighting the light butterfly thing.
Oh, the Moonlight Butterfly.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked fighting Gwen.
Gwen was actually pretty good. Well done.
It's because I felt like I was having an actual sword fight. Then I remembered that a nigga killed me in like 3 hits.
Mm-hmm. And
then I just started cheating him, throwing lightning bolts, and then realizing that I can just turn on my Chaos Flame glove because the Lord of Cinder is weak to fire.
Yeah, that was the I felt like that was a design flaw of the game.
And it's like, no. My problem with that game in particular, I love Dark Souls 1. And personally, it looks the best out of all of the games in the series. Visually, graphics-wise. But it's like, if there's one thing I hated, it's that if you didn't become a pyromancer eventually in that game, you were asking to die. Because a pyromancer clearly outclassed everything because almost everyone was weak to fire. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
There's like lightning guy, weak to fire. Arcane guy, weak to fire. Fire guy, weak to fire. I was like, did you not take anything out of the school of Mega Man when you made this game? It was like everybody just loves fire types.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fire type in that game. And I made the sad mistake of picking a mage as my first class when I played the game at first. I was like, I realized that magic sucks ass unless you're a pyromancer. Don't go magic in Dark Souls, in my opinion. The first one.
Demon Souls, the reason people got upset playing if you chose magic was because magic was so overpowered. I dabbled in a little bit of both in my playthrough. I
Mage Knights.
Yeah, I do what I call the Red Knight builds, where I can use bow and arrows. I can use I can use either two hands or a one hand and a shield, or even just do a bow and arrow.
My
I like
build
to do them all.
In the first Dark Souls is I joined the Undead Covenant or whatever, so that I can get the skeleton like Zangetsu looking sword, the two-handed weapon, and I raised my strength up high enough so I can use it effectively in one hand, and so one hand would be a sword and one hand is the Chaos Flame Gauntlet thing, so that I can throw fireballs. Because me personally, I was always like, I prefer magic that comes from the person rather than comes from the stick. I don't like blasting off all over things with a stick.
What I do to say, I loved a lot of the bosses of Demon Souls. There's this one there's this false demon, this false king demon, and like he was like the last boss of like the first stage because there's like 5 different stages. There's 5 areas with different stages, and the last boss of the first area was a false demon king, right? Pretty much what the battle was is as soon as you walk into the door and you see him like on the far side of this long ass throne room hallway, like with the crumbled with like a crumbled wall that he's staring out over the kingdom, right? You take like 5 steps in, and next thing you know, he's rushing at you at full speed, and he chops your head off.
That sounds like the most awesome thing ever.
Yeah.
Guillotine slice, nigga. The fuck did you think he was doing walking in here with his shield down?
Yeah. And then the third area is like this called the Shrine of Storms, right? And the final boss there is this giant manta ray in the sky.
Did you bring your ocarina when you tried to fight it?
No. Goddamn.
Nope.
But usually you would need to use like magic or some like bow and arrow to get through, right?
Like your ocarina.
But they actually put in an alternate for the melee classes, right? So what you have to do is you have to go through this area, and then you find this like sword called like the Stormbringer, and then you equip that, and it is like the best. It gets a special effect for that boss fight only, where every time you swing it, you unleash a giant sonic boom. Whenever you swing.
Only for that fight?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It also has
that would be broken, I guess.
Yeah. But like the guy is like half a mile in the sky, and you swing your sword, and it still hits him. It's ridiculous.
I would love to kill dragons with that.
I killed 2 dragons.
And like there was a lot of dragons in the first Dark Souls. There's like the Hellkite and Old Dragon. But then there's like this area, like Dragon's Valley or something, where there's nothing but a crap ton of dragons. They had like an undead dragon and all this other shit that spit poison. Like that nigga was cut in half, but its upper half is hanging onto the ledge, trying to fight people. I'm like, nigga, if you don't get your bitch ass off here, I'm gonna stab you in the toe, and you're gonna fall off. Too bad that shit doesn't work like that. But you know what he was weak to?
What?
Fucking fire.
Fire!
I was like, I guess all I had to do is speak at it because all I do is spit hot bars.
God damn it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I do have to say that I did enjoy Dark Souls 2 because I haven't played Dark Souls 1 myself yet. But I enjoy Dark Souls 2 and a lot of their bosses. But after playing Demon Souls, a lot of the bosses of Dark Souls 2 just feel like underwhelming now.
Wait, Dark. What about that? Was that Dark Souls 2 or Demon Souls with the dude who had like the darkness flame sword?
That was Dark Souls 2, but that's DLC.
That nigga was thug life though.
Yeah, that was like the hardest boss battle I've ever had to do in my life.
Fuck
Like,
that guy.
holy shit, he changed.
Phase 1. He hit you with that Gear 4th bullshit.
Yeah, I actually want. I now want to play the DLC for Bloodborne already. I don't even have a PS4 to play
that
Bloodborne
nigga
on.
hit you with that yummy no me.
I want to try that. I want to fight the Ludwig guy because like he's like this disfigured giant horse thing, and like you fight him and he's just like
yeah,
all
he was
animalistic.
originally a hunter.
Yeah,
and
then
you kill him.
And then halfway through the fight, he gets his sword back, and I'm like, oh my god, that looks awesome.
His sword is fucking badass. I think it causes arcane damage too.
Yeah, Bloodborne just looks like a fantastic game. The only thing is that I don't know if I'll actually be able to get through it as easily, just because I rely a lot on shields, and you don't have a shield in that.
Yeah,
game.
you gotta shoot niggas before they hit you.
Yeah, and
granted, there is a cheat. If you want to become strong fast, don't update the game when you turn it on. Play it first offline. Make a second character. What was it called? When your first character, your main character, you put a pebble inside of the box. This is a storage box, right? You make a second character. And then you go and get killed, and you go to the first checkpoint, the first lamp that you light.
Right.
You light the lamp up, right? And then you go buy a pebble, and then you put it in the box, and then you switch back to your first character. You put whatever item you want inside that box, right?
Right.
And you want to replicate blood echoes because that's what you use to level up. Essentially, the same as souls. You get them when you kill enemies. Because, you put blood echoes in there, and then you go to the little thing that you can buy pebbles from, buy 99 of them, and when you go into the thing, it'll switch the pebbles into 99 of those things you can crush to get blood echoes. It's that's what my dad did when he was trying it out.
Damn.
And I was he went to level, I think 400 something. He just sat there for 6 hours doing the process over and over again, and then trying to level up as high as he could. My dad, he's kind of all attack. That's it. He wants to use the biggest weapons in the game. Period.
To be fair, in that game, that's the only way you can deal damage. Is you can only use melee weapons.
I mean, if you have a good blood tinge, I guess you could rely on shooting people.
But shooting sucks.
Well, it depends on what you're using. Because the twin shot can deal about as much damage as your sword. But the problem is bullets. You can only carry 20 bullets. So.
You can get something that allows you to carry 24.
Yeah, it's but after that, you'd have to use your blood to get more bullets. And it's you basically, if you want to run a sheriff set, get a shit ton of blood vials, and get a powerful ass gun, and rock with it. Mm-hmm. That's how you do. Granted, the flamethrower is pretty nice.
Yeah. One thing that I would have said that would be interesting is if they had something that allows you to either use your blood echoes or your blood packs or whatever to either give you health or to fully restore your ammo.
Oh, well. Nah, fam. Yeah, you ain't allowed to have that shit.
But I mean,
you know what else made me mad though? It's I play that game, and it's they talk about how hunters have powers or some shit.
And you get nothing?
You don't have any of these superpowers. First of all, I don't think magic's in the game. You can't use magic yourself. But then you fight hunters throughout the game who are going insane. And I ran into this nigga who's throwing lightning all over the place. This other dude is spewing fire all over the place. And this other guy walked out the shadows on my ass, right? And then he touched his hand on the floor. and giant snakes, like made of shadows, came out of the ground and attacked me temporarily. I was like, you bitch ass nigga. How the fuck do I get to shoot lightning and spew fire? Because I really think this is necessary. It's very necessary. I want to shoot fire.
Very necessary.
Because fire beats everything. Literally, even in Bloodborne, fire beats everything. Werewolves hate fire. All that damn fur. You get rid of the fresh coat.
Well, actually, it was either fire or lightning.
I hit everything with fire. I mean, sometimes fire did the same amount of damage as not putting fire on your sword. But the fire sword just looks fucking cool. Like, the effects when you put the element on your weapon in Bloodborne just looks really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you get Gwen level flames on your sword.
Oh, yeah.
And you get freaking Ornstein level lightning on your weapon.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people are already going to be questioning this because I understand a lot of what he's talking about the Dark Souls 1, even though I haven't played it. But I have watched plenty of playthroughs of it. Like, I've seen plenty of playthroughs of pretty much of a lot of these Dark Souls-like games. I've seen like 4 different people complete Bloodborne all the way through, and I still want to play it myself just because it's just...
It's the thrill. For me, when it comes to Dark Souls, I specifically watch lore videos and stuff to figure out backstory. Because like, I'm too lazy to go around and be like, let me read all the descriptions of these items and then piece together what the fuck they mean. My biggest issue with the Souls series total, like, in general, is the lack of context you get or story. It's like, it's a narrative and it has a meaning, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah, I will be completely honest when I
Those endings, bro, they make me so mad.
What?
And none of them seem good.
Yeah, when I started Dark Souls 2, I met that Emerald Herald chick, right? And she's like, seek greater souls, and I'm like, the fuck?
What the fuck does that mean?
I had no idea that she said that I get like 4 greater souls, and so I like beat 4 bosses, and I'm like, is that it? is this what you wanted me to do? Like, I had beaten one of the bosses that you need to fight. The Lost Giant was that one of the required ones? I can't remember which. Because there are 4 required ones. I just can't remember which ones were the 4 required. No, wait, no.
It says greater souls. Don't they just like drop that shit in chests sometimes?
Wait, she says you need to get greater souls, but what you had to do was light those the special bonfires compared to the regular bonfires.
And I was like, the worst part though is like, this bitch is really powerful. So why the fuck didn't she do this her damn self?
I don't know.
It's like, I always wonder why these people in Dark Souls, it's like these people are there leveling you up and stuff. Like, if you can do this, you must be really A1, and you should be able to go handle some skeletons on your own.
Well, Demon Souls was the only reason that, well, Dark Souls 1 didn't do that, and in Demon Souls you had that lady, but she was blind. So she can't do shit, bro.
She better store this dick.
But the Emerald Herald... She probably could have done something.
She's powerful as shit. Come on. Oh my god. I hate getting lost in those games too. Like, I remember when I accidentally walked into like this fucking painting and got sent to a snow world and shit. I was like, oh my god. How am I going to get out of here? And it's like, I can't even get out. I turned around and was like, okay, I'm just about to walk out. Walks off a cliff.
What is this? Mario 64 okay?
And it's like, this nigga said, you cannot escape until you get to the end of this shit. And I was totally under-leveled when I went in there.
Yeah.
Like, when I was going out there, I said, they're like, oh shit, I'm sitting up here fighting Cobra Commando and shit, and I'm watching these paint ninjas or whatever. They're like all white, wearing white and stuff, and throwing kunai at me or some shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these niggas are ninjas. Yep. Over some paint, and I walked up to this huge ass painting just to look at it, and I get stuck in that shit, and I'm like,
I heard one of the biggest criminals, I guess, the biggest criminals of doing that is Lords of the Fallen, because literally if you just follow the regular path, you go through like a 50 level spike just by following the path. In order to like go through a clean progression, you have to destroy a hidden wall in one place that you want to know otherwise.
That's called fuck boy shit right there.
That is called a Richard relocation.
That's fuck.
Also known as a dick move.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not gonna sit there and just go swinging my can break weapon at a wall.
Yeah.
Hoping that it breaks.
But
unless it's one of those obvious looking walls.
But I do have to say that I have heard a lot about like boss weapons in like the Dark Souls 1 being like similar attacks to the originals, but I think Lords of the Fallen does a great job on their boss weapons because there's like this one guy that has like a shield that he slams into the ground and sends like magic bolts, and you can get that exact same shield. But I mean, like, I still need to play the first Dark Souls in order to fully see.
When it comes to boss weapons, I don't really see any of their special abilities attached. Most of the weapons that I saw with special abilities were like the Dragon Tail Sword. Ornstein had his Dragon Slayer Spear had like that impale thing. The Dragon Tail Sword shot like a shockwave off with its heavy attack.
Yeah.
And so like, I know Lords of the Fallen, they treat grabbing a boss weapon like it's fucking Mega Man. I say Mega Man a lot, but it's like you get a power up for real. It's like, holy shit, this nigga was shooting fire on his sword. I wonder if I can do that. Oh shit, the sword's on fire! Oh yes!
Yeah, but like you can take a shield that you just slam it in the ground and then it shoots off like magic balls of like magic dark orbs across the ground. You can slam like this giant like club and it creates like a giant like sundering line in front of you that hurts people. It just looks fantastic.
It was like I feel like that game was kind of underrated.
Yeah.
I feel like it didn't get a lot of like press or
but
anything.
It's just because like it was like it's like they're trying to be like a Dark Souls clone. Like people, that's why it didn't. People didn't like it was because they thought it was supposed to be like it. But then you also have like Bloodborne, which is still by the same people. It's just that people love it because it's by the people that did Dark Souls. That's what I feel.
That formula is like their special thing that they're only allowed to do.
Yeah.
It's like if another person made a Mega Man game,
or if another person
people would throw shade.
Or like
Mighty Number 9.
Or how people say like Call of Duty is the best shooter game. Like people like other shooter games shouldn't be compared to Call of Duty. Like
Call of Duty's not a shooter game.
It's just like it's just that kind of effect on people.
Call of Duty ain't no damn shooter game. It's like other people want to say that everybody's copying Street Fighter because they have Hadouken.
People want to say that they're copying Street Fighter because you can have a kick and a punch.
It's like, oh, you made a fighting game? You did that because of Street Fighter. Street Fighter! Ultra Street Fighter 5 Turbo HD Remix!
Extreme Addiction.
Buy it with the expansion pack! Because this version still comes with the expansion pass.
Which
only 25 characters total. For $2.99.
99. But yeah, Street Fighter 5, it does look good and like it's battling and stuff, but it feels like it's early access game to me, and I just hate early access games.
It's a beta stage game.
Yeah,
I was like, how are you gonna do all those stress tests to do online, but then online still doesn't fucking work?
Yeah, like you can make a game that, well, I'm not going to say you can make a game that's multiplayer only. I mean, you can, but
Rainbow Six Siege did it right.
But to be fair, they did it right, but at the same time, like I'm not a person that does multiplayer. Like I can't cooperate with people that I don't know.
It's like certain games. To be fair, shooting games can get away a lot of the time with being multiplayer only.
Yeah.
Nowadays though, it's been like, oh, your friend better have his own console because local multiplayer ain't a damn thing. That doesn't exist. Nobody wants to do that anymore. We have tests that prove that nobody plays local multiplayer at home anymore. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Everybody that's got a Wii U does that.
Star Wars Battlefront 3? Or Battlefield 3? Whichever. Is it Battlefront or Battlefield?
Battlefield. It's Star Wars Battlefront, but it's just Battlefield with a Star Wars skin.
But worse.
It's got a Minecraft type patch.
Do you want to talk about what happened with you and your dad when you guys got that game?
We sent it back.
Like,
we cried out of disappointment.
Yeah.
And we sent it back.
Immediately, the same day that you got it too.
Yeah, that dude came up to us. He was like, "I knew you shouldn't have bought that game." We both had Star Wars clothes on. I had my Darth Vader T-shirt on. I was ready to force choke an entire crowd of people and fly around and shoot things in space. But wait, space battles don't exist in that fucking game. I forgot. I'm sorry. And you know what else is terrible? I heard recently they brought fucking Guido as a character that you could play as in the game. Motherfucking Guido, he got killed in one shot. Come on, Guido.
Could you play as Jar Jar Binks?
There's no Clone Wars stuff. None of the prequels are in the game.
So at least, that's one positive that I can say about that game. No Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks wasn't in Battlefront 2.
Whatever.
The negative is there's no Darth Maul.
Okay, but that was the same movie. Though.
Yes, but Darth Maul was life. I mean, that was my nigga in Battlefront 2.
But I mean, if they put in Darth Maul, they're gonna put in someone else from that same thing, which is gonna be Jar Jar Binks.
It's gonna be Obi-Wan or Mace Windu or something.
No.
It's like, my age was like, there's no Yoda gameplay. Like, really? You can't play as fucking Yoda? The Emperor doesn't even really use a lightsaber.
He just walks around
and goes, lightning people all day. I was like, this nigga can't even stop himself from being shot. Fuck that game. And it's like pay to win for real. Niggas who pre-ordered the game get Han Solo's gun as a playable gun, and it one shot, one kills. Everybody. Yeah, when I got that shit, I shot a nigga in the foot, and he died in one hit. It's like I was playing Call of Duty, and I knifed a guy in the kneecaps after surviving getting shot in the face with a rocket launcher.
Alright, but I think you're honestly very upset remembering your time. But we've gone over an hour on this, so I think this has actually been a great episode for our first one. You want to just end it off now?
Yeah, you bitch ass niggas better watch it.
It's already the end, and we can't tell people to watch it at the end.
Oh yeah. Well, some people like to skim. Some people like to look at the very ends of videos and be like, "Hey, yo, bro, that's some pretty good content they got right there. You bitch, you better watch it."
Right. Well, if you did end up watching it, thank you for enjoying, or hopefully enjoying all of this. We'll probably be making another one soon.
You probably have a good ass name for it too, so you better watch out.
I thought my name was pretty good.
You didn't come up with a name. Remember?
Fair enough. But yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a comment if you want to say anything about what we had to say. We enjoy criticism because we are lonely people and we don't get any feedback yet.
Lonely?
I mean, bye.
I got bitches for days.
Yeah.
In the shapes of Powerpuff Girls.
And in the shapes of tentacles.
Tentacles are life.
Okay, tentacles are life. That's our ending note. That's not the...